So today we are going to make potato egg muffins. So you need a muffin pan. This is just like a standard size muffin pan. It has 12 spots. You need breakfast sausage. This is about 6 breakfast sausages cut into coins. So it's about 1.5 cups in total. If you don't want breakfast sausage, you can substitute this with veggies like spinach or with mushrooms. Or you can just skip it altogether. You also need 7 eggs. I whisked these together. You need about 2 cups of grated potatoes. You can use any potatoes. If you're using russets, you want to peel them before you grate them. If you're using any other kind, you can grate them right away. And if the potatoes are small like mine were, you can also cut them, because grating them can be dangerous because they're hard to hold on to while you're grating them. So this is about 2 cups of grated or sliced potatoes. Then I have about 1 cup of grated cheddar cheese. Then I also have this spray oil to grease my pan. You can use butter or regular oil. And then I have oil, salt, and pepper. So the first step is to take your grated potatoes, and you're going to take some oil. I have olive oil, any oil will work fine. And pour about 2 to 3 tablespoons on top of your potatoes, and then mix it in. The reason for doing this is because potatoes stick a lot, so this will help the potatoes not stick as much. Next step is to take your muffin tin or pan or whatever and grease it. So I'm going to use spray oil. It's nice because it just sprays it all down, and you want to generously grease it because, again, potatoes and eggs both stick pretty bad. Okay, after you grease it, you're going to scoop your potatoes into it. So take a spoonful of potatoes and put it in the pan, and you're going to press them down. I'm going to press pretty hard. You don't want to put too many. Each tin shouldn't be filled more than 1/3 of the way with potatoes. So I'm going to fill all of my spots with my muffins and pressing down. I'm going to fill all my spots with my potatoes, and I'm going to press down each time to kind of press them all in. So I finished doing my potatoes, and as you can see, there's a thin layer in the bottom of each one. The next step is to do the sausage. Again, you can skip this. You can replace it with something else, like a meat replacement, or spinach, tomato, mushroom. Anything you would put in an omelet would be good in this. So we're going to evenly distribute the sausage between all the cups. And again, this is making 12 muffins. So adjust your recipe if you are doing more or less. Okay, so I put my sausage in. As you can see, I have about anywhere from 5 to 7 sausage coins. They just look like this in each tin. I just want to give you a reminder that putting sausage in is much like that's not been cooked yet. It's very different than putting bacon in that's not been cooked yet, because bacon's raw. This sausage is already cooked, so all we have to do really is warm it up. So if you are going to do bacon, which isn't healthy, but you need to make sure you cook it before, because it will be raw and it's not safe to eat raw bacon. So the next step is to put eggs in each of our muffin tins. So I have 7 eggs here, and I just mix them up with a fork. Before I do that, I'm going to add salt and pepper. And I add about a 1/2 teaspoon of each. So you can add more or less. And I'm just going to mix them up one more time with a fork. And then when you pour them in, it's going to sink down because it's going to soak into the potatoes and go below the sausage. And that's okay, because when we do this egg, it's going to puff up quite a lot. So don't worry if they look low. So we're just going ahead and pour a little bit in each one. And I have an even amount in each one. It's about 1 centimeter from the top of the pan, and that's great. So next we're going to do our cheese. So we're just going to take our grated cheese. This is about 1 cup in total, and just sprinkle a little bit right on top So I finished putting the cheese on. So again, I grease my pan, I put my potatoes, then I put my sausage or sausage replacement, then I put my egg, and then I put my cheese. So now I'm going to preheat the oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm going to let these cook at that temp for 22 to 25 minutes. It can vary depending on how big your muffin cups are. And when they're done, it'll be golden brown on top, the egg will have puffed up, the cheese will be melted. So that's when you know it's done, and we'll come check back on them in about 25 minutes. Okay, so my muffins are cooked, so I'm going to let them cool in the pan, and when they're cooled, I can remove them by running a fork around the edge to pick them up. And then you can store these in a closed container in the fridge for up to a week, or in a closed container in the freezer, like a bag works well, for about 2 months. So enjoy.